Welcome to Vintage Gaming Memories. Shall we play a game?
They're made by Tomy.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you saw my last two videos, you probably recall seeing me pick at these boxes that are over here in my workshop area and needing to break them down because these are purchases I made maybe probably weeks and months ago that I haven't yet opened up. I probably should check them out to make sure everything's good. So for this video, I'm going to go and pick a box that will fall in line with it being a vintage handheld game. So let's check out this box here and see what it has in store for us. All right, let's open this one up. Here it is. This is a Tomy Pocket game called Speedway that came out in 1975. I now have 15 of their Pocket games, which is a really small dent in the total number of games they put out from the 70s through the early 90s. If you look online, you can find that it shows around 249 games that were produced in the US, UK, and Japan. But I for sure am not trying to collect them all. I just want to get those early ones that I remember, and this is definitely one of those early ones. Here are the 15 games that I do own, and as you can tell, some do have boxes and cases, and some do not. Now, I do like the way I have them displayed because I've used a 3D print of this. I'll put a link to this if you want to download it and do a 3D print for yourself if you happen to have some of these Tomy Pocket games. But it is a 2600 cartridge display, and it works perfectly. You have 3 levels, and you can definitely put these in here with the case or without, and it will display them very nicely. So that's what I've been using in my shelves to show the Tomy games that I do have. Since I'm only focusing on the one game, I'll give you a quick view of the others, because I won't be making videos of each one of these unless I get a request to do so. But just to go through these pretty quickly, I do have a bowling one, which is pretty neat. This one came out in 1985. Then I have this one here. It's a tic-tac-toe game. The date on this one, 1975. I have the obstacle course. This was a very hard to find, very expensive one. This one came out in 1978. Great condition, and it works. I have the Secret Passage game. This one came out in 1979. The Pac-Man one, I love this one. Fits the theme of my whole entire collection, right? This one came out in 1982. This one's called the Kissing Game. I like this one. It's pretty cool, unique. So I think, let me see if I can run this really quick. And you stop it, and that's the image you have. He wants to kiss her. She's sure not wanting it. And I can try it again. Stop. There. Well, she's crying, and he does not want her. Anyways, this one came out in 1975. Another old one. As you can tell, all my games so far have the backings, which are in great condition. It's one of the reasons why I like to pick up some of these in these types of condition. I don't want to have ones that are all cut up and, you know, you have to figure out what the instructions are. But they all work, which is great. This is the shooting gallery one. Really colorful. This one came out in 1976. Then we have the Mini Mate Roulette. Now, this one is not a Tomy, but it is the same type of concept, the Tomy Pocket game. Pachinko in the case itself. Had this as a child. I remember this very well. I love this one just because it brings back memories. This was 1975. Then we have Dice Trap. This is from 1976. And we have some poker. This is Tomy's Pocket Poker Game. And this one came out in 1976 as well. And we have a baseball one here. And I owned this as a child. Definitely good memories with this one. This one came out in 1975. And we have Mini Mate Pinball. So again, the Mini Mate one is not the same as the Tomy as far as the branding goes, but the concept is the same. So really you could say I have 13 of the Tomy. And last but not least, Tomy Biplane Battle. Pretty cool game. This one you shoot the plane and every time you hit it, it moves little by little. That is my collection, and of course the latest to add to it is the Speedway game. So let's examine this and check it out closely. Now, I believe the Speedway game was Tomy's third game in their initial release back in 1975. And just like their other pocket games that came after, their intent was to make it simple and easy to use, but to make certain you would be entertained as well. Now, there is a key component missing in all their games, and that's the need for batteries, which is great. The problem or concern going forward is how these games have held up after all this time. The wear and tear of the gears and the plastic parts inside these games here for decades is what makes some of these games to be shown as non-working condition. And as you can see by the design, which I will show you here, there are no screws whatsoever to open it up to make any repairs. You would have to crack open the seam between the top and the bottom and then do whatever you need to do to fix it and then glue it back together again. Now, I already got it out of the box, but we'll look at the box here quickly. It's a very good condition box. There is the top flap, which is all together. It looks great. Nothing is missing on it. The bottom is also there. The sides look good. And I'm mentioning all this because certain collectors, or collectors in general, really do appreciate the box when you have these things. It makes it a complete set. Also, the box gives you some instructions, as you might have recalled seeing in those leather games I just showed you. A lot of them, if not all of them, I believe, have instructions on the back. This one, I just noticed, does not. Whether it had it before and the sticker was peeled off, I really can't tell. It might have, but nonetheless, we do have instructions here. And obviously, these days, you can always go online and get that instructions if you need to, or get the objective of the game. So, speaking of the objective, it's pretty simple. What you're going to do is try to get your car, well, not your car, you're going to try to pick a car, a color, and see if that's the first one to cross the goal or the finish line after so many laps. You determine how many laps you want to go, and then you just see what happens. All you have to do, with no skills involved, is just spin this little dial, which moves a magnetic part underneath the play area, or actually the race area. These cars will be pulled with a magnet in that direction, and they will just follow the circular path, and the first one that will cross the goal is the winner. Pretty simple, right? It looks like it's in great condition as well. The plastic on here has no cracks that I can tell. I mean, there's a little bit of smudges, which can come off with a polish, but no scratches. Now, whether the mechanism works, that's something that we'll have to test. One thing I did notice is that if you look closely at the racetrack, it's pretty nice. It's got like these little iconic signs here for Shell and Champion. And then around the track with the colors that you could see, I noticed that there is STP. There is Shell again. Then I see, I think it was down here, I saw Mobile. Yep. You got Mobile Oil. So for us gearheads, I love that. It's kind of little added features to show the racing track itself and the sponsors and various companies that are associated with that, which is pretty nice. But really simple game, simple concept. But before I actually give this a shot and give it a little spin, no pun intended, I'm going to clean this up a little bit because I got these smudges and scratches I want to polish off maybe and just see if I can make it look a little bit more shinier, and then we'll see how it looks. Well, I went ahead and polished it. It came out really nice. I did dim the lights a little bit more here so you can get a better view of it all. And you can see that the plastic does shine very nicely. All them smudges or any type of imperfections I could remove were removed pretty good. The sides look good. It feels smooth. The back looks really nice as well. So all there's left to do is to try this game out, which we will. And let's just do, I don't know, we'll do 2 laps. I know we're going to line them up in 2 rows. I think that's the best I'll deal with right now. They're all kind of lined up sort of in the same line. You really can't fit 4 equally across, but we get the picture here. So let's go. I'll spin it clockwise. We'll do 2 laps through, starting with this first one. I'm going to go slow just so I can see who actually crosses first. So the first lap, we have the red in front. Ooh, orange one got stuck, it looks like, in the center. He's out. So here we go on the final lap. It's between the red, blue, and green. Ooh, orange caused the crash with the green one, but it looks like the green crossed first, even still. So that is how you would play this game. Obviously, I just did 2 laps. You could do more and make it more intriguing and continue onward and speed it up if you want, like that. But pretty simple concept, pretty cool game. Don't know if it would be hours of fun, and I'm not sure how much fun it would be in the car ride. Nonetheless, it is a pocket game by Tomy, requires 0 batteries, about 49 years old, 1975. Comment down below, let me know if you own this game, have played it before, or maybe you are a collector of the Tomy Pocket games. I'd love to hear about them. Again, there's quite a few of them. I am not planning on collecting all 249 of those games, but I'm happy to have, 15 pocket games in general, 13 that are Tomy labeled. So until next time, keep that gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. Take care, everyone.